Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? We live, maybe. Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? Ooh, gotta make sure something. Yeah, that's right. Maurice, Chunky Cats, what's going on? Chris, what are you doing, Mr. Muddy River Catfishing? Appreciate you coming in. 8112, Junior Proctor, Christian Phillips, Maurice. Oh, we got some nice people and good people in here. Christian, how y'all guys doing? I hope everybody's doing great. I'd like to get Mr. Chris in here one night with us. I know he's quite a few hours behind us, but so I don't know what that would do as far as your work schedule, Chris, but I'd love to have you in here one night on the show. Maria Dobson, appreciate you coming into the show. Let's start this out right, guys. I'm saying God bless America. God bless each and every one of you and your families. And I hope everybody's doing great tonight. We don't have a guest tonight. I've been real busy this past weekend and first part of this week and didn't really have a chance to talk with somebody and get them to come in. So hopefully I'm going to try to entertain y'all tonight a little bit and maybe do a little tackle talking and a few other little things. What's up, JR? Reeling and chilling. We and Dobson. All right, Chris, after the show's over, I'll send you a message through Messenger. I guess check it so it don't go to trash. I know sometimes people say they don't get my message, and I don't know why, but I don't know. It'd be from James Smith anyway. There's Kentucky, Team Wampus Cat, Crazy Cat, James Dockery, Lena Hardwick. Golly, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you coming in. We got 19 people in. Guys, hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Got me a cup of coffee, trying to keep from yawning on y'all. Long day. We had to have some people come out to the house. They're going to do an upgrade. Our alarm system company sold out to somebody. Mountain Way, appreciate you coming in. Been a while, my friend. Anyway, got to checking it. And for the past, since the lightning hit our phones, we didn't have an alarm system. We thought we did. We've been arming it like we always have. Well, when he went out there and looked, AT&T had actually cut the wire going to our alarm system from the phone and left us unprotected. So, needless to say, if you have any phone work done at your house and you have an alarm system, after they leave, test your system. Test your system, because they left us unprotected and we could have been robbed and not have an alarm system. Appreciate that, Dobson. Mr. Dobson, I do appreciate that. Anybody that wins anything, and we're getting ready, we're going to start the wheel back up, guys. Probably going to be doing it a little bit. Oh, yeah. Wampus Cat, you're exactly right. It just don't do me no good when I'm not here. Yep, Kentucky, a little bit of everything. I guarantee you that. And I thought I put a piece of paper in my pocket. And I did not. I was going to congratulate all the winners from the other night with Chunky's Cat on Chunky Cat Show. Oh, I guarantee you the wife will take care of that, Mr. Dockery. Yeah, my neighbor gave me one of these shirts from the 9 Line Apparel. Check their site out, guys. They got some good Americana stuff. Reeling and chilling. I don't get political, but buddy, I sure could get on the roll about some of the junk going on. But that's all right. We'll be there. We'll see them next November. I guarantee you that. Oh. Well, guys, I hope everything's been going all right with you as far as fishing. I know I've been seeing some people been putting some pigs in the boat. There was 112-pound blue brought to the scales today out there at the Monsters. 112 pounds. That was a monster blue. That's probably the largest blue that ever been brought to the scales during a tournament that I know of. Oh, I hear you, Full Moon. But I've been hearing some big fish being caught, and then I've seen a couple of people post today that the bite has been very sporadic for them. Fish being caught one day, the next day they can't find them. So I guess we're starting to get into that transition period. Water's cooling down. The bites, the fish should be getting ready to start loading up for winter water. That'd be pretty cool there, Kentucky being a state record too. K&B's in the house. He's working on his boat, but he's listening. K&B was the winner the other night. He won a rod on Catfish Weekly. He sure did. Junior Proctor won, but he donated his prizes back to the veterans, and I appreciate that, Junior. That was awful nice of you, my friend. Awful nice of you. Dustin Smith's in the house. Well, guys, I figured since I didn't have a guest on tonight, I'll come in and do a little entertaining, let y'all do a little corresponding back and forth. Basically like a little chat room. I've been wanting to start one of those up so y'all can sit and I'll come in and introduce to everybody and say hey and let y'all maybe give you a topic for y'all to cover. But right now, that's kind of what I was wanting to talk about is this transition period. Please, guys, let me know, speak up in here if you change your summer and your fall techniques. If you do, what's the major point that you can put out here in chat that might help somebody that's new at catfishing, that they started in the summer and they're getting ready to transition, they can't find the fish and stuff, or some little hint that each one of you can throw up in here to say, hey, this is what I do. It might work for you, it might not. So, guys, do you go deep or do you go shallow for the fall? I'm hard to find this camera. So, tell me, guys, deep or shallow for blues or flatheads? Tick tock, questions being asked. Trying to get y'all more involved. A112 said he slowly starts downsizing his baits. Dustin said he fishes shallow year round, so he don't change a whole lot. Kenny P's in the house. Somebody else. Wampus Cat said he starts shallow and works deeper. Cooler it gets during the day, go shallow. Downsized baits and hooks. Hook shallow. Mark said he's going deep. Downsize, the cooler it gets. K&B. Shallow for a while. Justin Fishing Fetish is in the house. He's driving and listening. Well, don't be texting and driving, buddy. We appreciate you coming in and supporting us. You know that, my friend. Junior, 25 to 35 foot. 2 to 3 inch large baits. There you go. Yeah, I got a feeling they're getting ready to start loading their bellies up, getting ready for that cooler water and cooler weather. I know down here where we're at, we can catch the fish year round. Yeah, sure, the flatheads bite does slow down, but they can still be caught during the winter here. Unless that water drops crazy twerking monkeys in the house, PD's in the house. unless the water temperature drops real drastically, drops it down into the 30s, which rarely happens on Lake Wiley. Then, I mean, if it does, it's usually maybe in the high 30s. So we can still catch them, but it's a tough bite. Now, the blues, you can catch them year round. In fact, in January and February, some of our larger blues, that's when they get caught. But fall can be a very productive time, but it can also be an aggravating time if you're not catching them fish during that transition and you come to a spot that you fished yesterday and got on them. Today might be a total different story. I know, Chris, you do a lot of float fishing using floats. Anything that you want to share about some of the techniques you use down there float fishing? I'm not going to ask you a whole lot because I want to get you on the show and pick your brain then. Do you do a lot? I'll just say it this way. Do you do a lot of float fishing in the fall? Well, he might have had to jump out of here. I know it's probably his peak time of day. He ain't even probably just now getting home from work. If he might be still at work. She got a hill now where smacking toads. Yeah, I seen some of your videos. YouTube just lets you know. Longer leaders, 3 to 4 foot long dragon. I said, I'm going to have fish. Oh, Lena, holding grandbaby watching on the big TV. Well, I'm on the big screen. Lena, congratulations on your win the other night also, lady. She won her rod. But the reason I was asking is James Dockery's in here, and he won some floats the other night. And James, I hadn't forgot about you. I got your floats right here. They'll be going out tomorrow. This one it's right in the middle of being glued right now, so I got to be careful. I'll be having my fingers stuck to it. There's Miss Hillbilly. She won also the other night. James wanted his with the whisker sticks. Just a tip fishing. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming in that's new to the show. But anyway, he's got the whisker sticks. James, this is one of your bobbers. The other one's at the house. They'll be packaged in the morning first thing and be sent out. All right, the whisker sticks. What's different from my bobber and say the Muddy River catfish bobber and some of the other ones that's made with the pool noodles is that with mine, you do not have to leave the sinker slide on your line. I know most of them, you have to have a sinker slide left on your line for them to work. And Maurice hit the other night. And he hit on Catfish Weekly, too. He hit a good one on Catfish Weekly. Yeah, he got him one of them big cat fever rods. But anyway, James, only thing you have to do with my bobbers, and I'm thinking that I'm going to start producing these and have them out there for sale, is the Patriot bobbers. The only thing you have to do with my bobbers different on your line is when you rig it up, you got to tie a bobber stop and one extra bead. That's it. A bobber stop and one extra bead. I've not priced any of the other bobbers, catfish bobbers out there on the market, so I do not have a clue what they sell for. But with these, James, the only thing that you got to do is your whisker stick is push down, turn, and pull out. Your whisker stick comes right out. It's got tension on it the whole time, so you cannot sling it out. It locks it in place. Stick it in there, twist it, and it locks it down. You cannot sling these out. I don't want to sling the glue still wet on it. You cannot sling them out. I got a heavy-duty swivel on there that clamps down on your line, and you can set whatever depth you want to set for these bobbers. Now, guys, if I sell the bobbers, and I'm asking y'all some of y'all's advice, if you don't mind giving it, I don't mind asking it. If I sell them with the lights, if I have to order the lights myself, then that's going to run the price of these bobbers up big time. So if I sell the bobbers without the lights, I don't know if I need to produce 50-50, 50% of them with the whisker sticks and 50% of them with the lightning bugs. Now, with the lightning bugs, this one's already glued down tight. You cannot sling this. You cannot. You'd have to tear this bobber all to pieces. I had a little information from Kentucky. I got him a set, and he used them one day. He was throwing big baits, and the bobber, I was using a piece of metal that run through the bottom of right here and all the way through that locked it in place. Well, I didn't have it set deep enough in this foam, and it actually pulled out of the foam, and the bobber went floating across the lake. Luckily, he didn't have none of his lights in there, or I'd had to have been replacing some lights. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying not to miss any of y'all's comments, or if you got any questions. Yep, Crazy Cat won. He won some lights Saturday night too on the show. Guys and gals that didn't come into the show here, there's Glenn in the house tonight. Hey, Glenn, sorry I didn't see your name till just now. There's Hillbilly Jim's in the house. Oh, we got a lot of guys in here, and guys and gals. I appreciate each and every one of you. The ones of you that missed the show the other night, I hate that you missed it. It turned out to be a great show. I had fun. Chunky Cat and Cookie, I think they had fun also. Stan, you didn't let us know how you ended up doing in your tournament. Come on here and let us know if you don't mind. But these bobbers right here with the lightning bug in it, all you gotta do is just turn it, and she's on. James, you getting some? It's got some flashing lights in it. No, actually, that's somebody else's. Yours, you got the whisker sticks. It don't flash. Oh, I heard you had some boat trouble, Glenn. I hope you get it straightened out, my friend. Got 34 people in there. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Well, I hope you get your boat. Just caught one around 15. I hear you, Chunky. What was the winning weight? Yep. And guys, that's what I wanted to talk to you tonight about. I've got a list of people, and I'm going to add some more to the list. How's that being sick? Oh, I'm sorry about that, A112. Matthew Anthony's in the house tonight. I've got another show that I've got two guys that I'm working on getting them to come in, and I think it'll be a great show also. They're both in here tonight. I'm not going to mention no names because I hadn't got to talk to his partner about doing it. And I'm sure he don't mind and he'll join it in. But what I'm on to ask is I want to add to the names of people that I want to bring onto the show. But I guess what I'm asking is if you might be like Junior Proctor, he holds a tournament every so often. I think he's got another one coming up. I'd like to be able to do that again, is go live, bring somebody in that's maybe fishing, There's 8112 Channel Cat Queen. I watched your video a little while ago, but I want to bring some people in that might be out on their boat fishing, whether it's in a tournament or just out fishing, whether you're fishing off the bank. Just need to make sure that you do have a good cell signal. A 56 and a 47. Dang, Chunky. Dang right, man. That's why I said to you about maybe a 1-fish tournament or a 2-fish tournament at most. When people do not respect the fish enough to do what needs to be I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied. They don't do what needs to be done to take care of these big cats, then them tournaments need to be shut down. I know DC is a good guy, and I know he did not like that at all. But if people's not going to take care of the big cats, that's 2 fish that probably died. I hate to say it, and I hate to see it. I'll never promote another tournament like that. There needs to be at least a centralized big bait tank. Big live well that they can bring those fish as soon as they caught and put in, or them fish need to be weighed right then, and that's their fish for the night. I just that's sad. That is sad. I was there mainly to support you and Cookie. We didn't really advertise for the tournament itself, and I usually don't. But I figured y'all was out having fun. It was a good opportunity to do some giveaways, a good opportunity to share the love. Now, guys and gals, don't forget everybody in here. Hopefully everybody is friendly with everybody else on their channels, and let's keep it that way. And share the love. That's what it's all about anyway. Sharing the love and catching fish and enjoying what the good Lord's give us. But back to the names. So please, 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 if you would like to be on my show, whether you're out fishing or not, please send me a text or message me through Messenger, through Facebook. The scale was too small. But Scotty Hill's in the house. Please message me, though. I'd love to have each and every one of you. I'd like to start bringing in like 2 at a time onto the show. I think that would be neat to correspond with 2 other fishermen and get their points of view. I think that would make for a great show. This show is progressing. I enjoy getting y'all's input on it. What y'all would like to see the show become and go forward to. This thing wants to restart, and I'm not going to let it do an update. So please send me, text me your message, your name and stuff, and if you would like to do that. I know some people might not be able to do it on a Wednesday night, might be right in the middle of supper, might be taking care of kids and rowdy, running crazy. But if you do want to come on there, please message me or text me at 704-600-8369. 600-8369. But I've already got some names, and I tried to contact a guy today, which that's a little bit of a late notice, if I know that. That was my fault. I took some notes, guys, and I forgot to. One thing that I forgot to say tonight, and I'm going to start doing it at the beginning of every show, is everybody get you one of these. Read it, learn it, know it. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to get political. But the words, no truer than these was ever said. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with a certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I forgot to read that at the first of the show. Sorry about that, guys. But for those of you that maybe bobber fish for catfish, I know I got a couple guys that actually use the bobbers to fish deep for catfish. They use it with a Kentucky rig, and as this bobber is floating up, your Kentucky rig is hanging down. It's always keeping your baits straight up and down. Using a 2-hook rig, they try to tie it where they're opposite of each other. Each hook is opposite of each other, and put live baits on there. Or cut bait, you can run either one. But running live bait is perfect because it keeps that bait up off the bottom. That bait will feel exposed out there in the open up off the bottom and will struggle the whole time trying to get into cover, trying to get to the bottom, trying to get away. So think about it. Don't be scared to throw a bobber into deep water. If you're sitting in 30 foot of water and you're marking good fish, but they look like they're suspended up off the bottom, set your bobber depth, put it out there, and you can actually use this to put your baits right in the strike zone. Joe Buck's in the house. Tightwad's in the house. Any cooler weather in sight for you guys up north? I tell you, today's been nice. Been in the 70s all day, maybe low 80s at best. I love this weather, but it ain't nothing but a tease. By the weekend, it's going to be back up in the 90s again. So please, guys, I'd like to bring more of you in the show. Let me know more about what y'all would like to see in the show. I'm trying to figure out a way, because I've not hit 1,000 yet, but I'd like to start doing another show during the week, but I like to do it from the boat. Take y'all out fishing with me on a live show. I've got that other laptop computer. It's an old laptop computer. So I believe that I can do it if I hotspot it through my phone and do a show out there. I got to figure out how I can keep power to that thing, because the battery will not last for a whole hour for the show, but it might end up having to be like a 30-minute show. But I'm throwing around to use them all the time with Kentucky rigs. There you go. And, I've always used the bobbers with like just a Carolina rig underneath them. And a lot of times just use them with a good split shot, just enough weight to keep that bait down. I try not to throw any heavier weights than I can get away with. Yeah, it's going to be almost 90 Sunday. Yeah, I seen the heat waves coming back. We've been teased with this cool couple of days. In fact, last night and probably tonight, I'll probably have the bedroom window up, listening to the crickets and the frogs. Oh, Kentucky, I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that. Did not even think about that. So the only way I could do it is if I had Streamlabs downloaded onto my phone. Junior, yeah, that would work, but I wasn't thinking that my phone would actually give a mobile IP address. So it wouldn't allow me to do it. Heaviest weight he uses is 4 ounce. So does anybody else in here use the bobbers for deep water, or y'all use it mainly for shallow water? And do you fish it for blues or for flatheads? Well, that's what I do, Mr. William Dobson. If I use the biggest baits I can get in my net or on my hook. I know sometimes you need to downsize your baits, but hey, Yeah, it probably will, Junior, but I don't think that YouTube would allow me to go live by using my phone as a hotspot. I've done use it as a hotspot here at the house to see if it would hotspot with it, but I didn't go on to StreamYards or on YouTube with it. A112, my number is 704 600 8369. 8369, 704 area code. Yeah, I thought it were too. I wasn't thinking about the IP address because of the hotspot being showing up as mobile. I guess I'm gonna have to mess around and download that Streamlabs. I didn't like the way they asked so many questions about your Google accounts and stuff. Even though I don't have nothing to hide, I don't want somebody sticking something on my name and running up a bill on me. So, guys, yeah, I want to bring, this is something else I want to ask you. You know, on the prize wheel, we done the DIY stuff, and I still want to do some of that. And, guys, I've never, ever, and I had never planned on going with a sponsor for the show. I don't like the idea of somebody else maybe being able to tell me how I need to run my show or how I need to do this or how I need to do that. Both my Facebook channels, I've stayed away from anything that has anything to do with advertising. Appreciate that, 8112. Turn it off. I'll get back with you after the show. But I know that there's a lot of new products that's coming out. Dang right, Junior. Dang right. I hear you. That's the deepest I've heard anybody using a bobber for fishing. But that, I mean, it makes sense to me. These are some new techniques that I've still got to try out that I've never tried myself. That's funny, PD. And I haven't tried myself, and I'm very interested in trying. I've got a few more techniques that I want to try that I do not see anybody using. It's for flathead catfish. Why can't you throw them far, William? My bobbers are very light. These bobbers are very light. But you should still be able to cast them. I mean, yeah, they're going to restrict some of the distance, but shouldn't be enough to hurt you. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying, Junior. Oh, that's fine, Miss Hillbilly. I understand. I roll out of bed every morning at 4 a.m. I usually hit the sack around 8:30, 9 o'clock myself. Yeah, they ladies, I appreciate y'all coming in. There's Avid Fishing coming in. Trying to fish on. Got you. But also, Jeff Manning was talking about using a float a little bit different. The float would actually be suspended under the water using a Kentucky rig. He puts his bobber stop, say 3, 4, 5 foot above his rig. And that means that bobber is not floating on the surface, but he uses just enough weight to hold it down, and that bobber will hold that bait straight up and down in the water column, which is a great idea if you got too much current up top that keeps pulling your baits around, running a skinnier float just enough to hold your baits up and down in the water. I don't know why I keep getting away from that camera. My brain and my left and right side is not working together tonight. Yeah, they do catch a lot of air, Kentucky. That's the only downside with them. And, you know, I've talked about them prototypes I've been working on, and I'm trying to find a different product that I can make these with that's going to be a lot more aerodynamic, but yet have enough surface area to float the size of baits that we all like to throw. I guess it could. Well, it's hard to get 100-yard. It's hard to get 100-yard cast without a daggum bobber on there, unless you're using 12-foot rods. Like jugging. Yep. And that's another thing, guys. I see people using these bobbers and they use them up shallow and not over deep water. And if they do it in deep water, they got their baits down deep. But guys, look how many jugs is out there floating down these rivers and out there on these lakes, which I think if you jug fish, you need to check them. They do, you know, I think law, you put them out, you're supposed to stay on the water, then come back and get them. But they're not set but about 3-4 foot at the deepest. Everyone we've ever pulled up wasn't about 2-3 foot underneath the water and has some good cats on them. So don't forget to throw some baits pretty freaking shallow, guys and gals. Dan can cast 6 miles. That's what it says he can. Yes, sir. 10, 11, 12, 15. Shoo. Them red flows. Oh, I hear you, Junior. I hadn't seen none of them. Appreciate you coming back in, Wobbles Cat. Yeah, Junior, I had to check them out. That'd work pretty good, especially you got enough current to pull them out. So, guys, I mean, if you set in current and you got rods out and you don't really want to try to cast a big bait with a bobber, figure out where you're going to put it. If it's going to put it right straight out the back of the boat, which is what you'll probably have to do with a float in current, just drop it off the back of the boat and set your rod in the stand and just let the float drift on back. Who knows? You're liable to pick up a cat as it's drifting back. Every 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the law. I'm one of them people, though, if you put it out there at 6 o'clock at night, you ought to have to pick them back up at 6 a.m. in the morning. 12 hours at most. The fish sat there swimming around with a hook in his mouth, pulling down for 12 freaking hours. That'd give him a messed up lip, I would think. All right, guys. But what I was talking about, and sorry about that, I got completely off topic. Y'all probably saying, "Oh, he's drunk. Look at him." No, I don't drink for one thing. But the prize wheel. What I was asking, and I want y'all's opinion, and I want you the truth. Of course, that's what I always want from each and every one of you, because that's what you're going to get from me. Do I need to stick with what I've been doing on this show? No sponsors. Each and every one of us help keep this show going. I like the idea. In fact, I love the idea of the DIY prize wheel. But it's whittled down to that I didn't even have enough for 6 spots. With that being said, I don't mind taking up 2 spots and producing some bobbers and sending them out. I know Justin Fishing Fetish makes the drifting weights, and he told me he'd stay on the wheel, and got a few more, but I'd really like to get some new faces on the wheel. Justin, I appreciate everything you've done and everything you've sent out, my friend. You sent it out in a timely manner, and I thank you very much. But I'd like to add some more people on there, maybe take a little load off of you. Might have to leave you on there. Mason's, is he mocking me or is he having fun doing it? Yeah, you got your hands full with that one right there, Mr. Elstan. You day sure got you. Well, Dobson, I want this show to be all of ours. I really do. He's having fun. Yeah, that right there is a handful. I can tell you that right now. That's a handful. He's going to keep you on your toes for a while, buddy. But yeah, the show is all of ours, guys. Just like my Facebook page, I want each and every one of you to go on there, post up your bragging rights. Show me your pictures and your catches and your kids catching fish. I love it, especially your family time. Buddy, you don't ever have to apologize. There's Mr. Trey Cunningham's in the house. What's going on, Mr. Cunningham? All right, Justin. So if anybody wants to be on the prize wheel, this is the DIY prize wheel. That means a product that you produce. And, you know, guys, and I mean, when I say produce, all right, Lena, let me write Justin's name. And Lyle said he wants to stay. He just got on, so Lyle's going to be on it. If you want to, your long distance cousin, what I guess what I asked to do is don't send a bought product. But if you're not one of the persons that's kind of handy or whatever that enjoys making DIY projects, and you do want to get on the wheel once in a while, you don't have to stay on there long. If you want to just do a couple giveaways or whatever, say if you give away, say, a rig like you fish with, say if you somebody that uses the Demon Dragons and you love them, that's your product, you fish with it every time, and you want to do some giveaways to be part of the show, I would love it. I really would. Then what I guess what I could ask you to do is, if you want to do that, is set that Demon Dragon up with whatever rig that's line, hook. I ain't talking about a spool of line to fill up the reel, just your leader lines, what swivel you use, what weight you use, what hook you use. Go ahead and tie this rig up with the knots that you use and one of the Demon Dragons or anything like that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get y'all more involved in this show and help every one of us help each other out. And you know what I mean, because there's some stuff coming down line on Facebook and YouTube I'll discuss with y'all in just a minute. But I want this to be our show, not my show. That's what it's always been about, is ours. I want each and every one of you to feel that this is something that you are doing. This is something that you're a part of. This is a family thing that I want to keep going as such. That's why I asked about maybe taking on a sponsor or two for the show to maybe get the wheel back in place. But if I can get enough people to do the DIY stuff again, then I'd like to bring that back in line. And plus, there's a lot of people in here. Hold on just a second. That wasn't in here when I was showing this a month or so ago. And I only had, I'm sorry, I'll be right back. And I only, excuse me. And I only had one couple that got involved with this other one. And it's my catfish mailbox, guys. My catfish mailbox. And what I got this for, actually I couldn't pass it up when I seen it posted up there at our local bait shop. I was only able to get one and I got it. Is that to help each and every one of our channels. I'm asking if you want, I'm not forcing no hands. If you got extra shirts with your logos on it, a hat, one of the face wraps or whatever with your logo, your name, your channel on it, and you want to do a giveaway one night for the show, but this is separate from the wheel, then what you'll do is send me a shirt, a hat. It was Catawba Backwoods sent me some hats. And what I'm going to do is put them in the mailbox. And then once a week when the show comes on, I'll say, we got kitty cat mail. I'll open up the mailbox, reach in without looking. And who's ever hat, shirt, business card, stickers, whatever I pull out will be that giveaway for the night. And we'll do a little bump for their channel. So it's just to help each other out. And that's what I want to bring old Blue back online if y'all want to send some products in. But I'll leave that totally up to you. I know stuff costs a little money nowadays and shipping is not cheap anymore. So I'm just trying to keep this show part of y'all. Yes. Yeah, I appreciate they doing that. I give them a bump. They seem like a nice couple. I hadn't seen a whole lot from them here lately as far as fishing. Yeah, I mean, and sponsor's really not a bad idea. I just don't like the idea of, I don't know, sometimes they can leave a bad taste in your mouth. And I dang sure not going to allow anybody to dictate how this show is going to be run. You need someone to draw me a logo. Is Irvin in here? There's Irvin. What's going on, Irvin? I appreciate it, Lena. I do. I appreciate that. Appreciate anything anybody does. I'm just trying to do it for y'all guys. I want each and every one of us. I hope to help each and every one hit that 1,000 mark. So when next April rolls around, everybody can go live on the regular YouTube channel. And the only way to do that is have 1,000. I got a long way to go. I'm struggling. I'm getting a few here and there every week. I'm gaining a little bit right now. I haven't produced a video in a week and a half. That's my fault. I've got a little busy, so there you go. Catawba worms, buddy. Them channel cats love them things. And some big old freaking bluegill. Boy, we used to catch some big old double hand sized bluegills. A112, keep it digging, buddy. Keep it digging. If you can produce 1 to 2 videos a week, your channel will start growing. It will. It's going to be slow. I thought I'd already be 1,000. It's been over a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and it's a struggle. But I noticed that if I produce at least 1 video a week, because they don't count this live stream. I tell you right now, guys, they don't count your live streams nowhere near what you think they would. Yeah, Lena, thank you. I would greatly. I'm working hard, and I've got a rod and reel. I meant to bring it up here tonight, but I've got a rod and reel. It's a spinning rod, a spinning rod and reel. Nice reel, brand new rod. I got the rod when Gander Mountain was going out of business. I heard they're going out of business again since they changed their name to Gander Outdoors. But I hear you, buddy. There you go. Keep it digging, guys. Don't give up. There's ASAP. We hadn't seen you in here in a while, my friend. Yeah, guys, just work on your videos. Look how I know we all watch some videos. Kentucky's 87 away. It can be a struggle producing videos, but go on there, and when you're watching other people's videos, don't watch it just for what the content is. Watch it for how they have their videos set up, their introductions, how they're bringing some pictures in, how they do little things in their videos that might give you a hint of some things that you can start doing in your videos that might help keep the people in there longer, watching more of your videos, and watching it to the end. From what I've seen on numbers, and I went back and looked at my numbers after listening to JR talk about this stuff, and it really surprised me that very few videos get watched from the very beginning all the way through to the end. Yeah, I've actually got iMovie on my phone and my tablet, but now this computer actually has Power Director, and I have yet to use it. I really need somebody right here beside me and edit a video with me with that Power Director, because it's a lot more technical than the iMovie is, and I get aggravated with it. And the last one I was working on the other day, screwed around, hit the wrong thing, and deleted the whole cotton picking video. So I've got to start all over again, and all of it's tied up on the computer, so I cannot use it over and put it on iMovie. So I've got actually 2 videos that I'm working on that I can't upload because they're on the computer and they're not finished. But what I was going to tell you, I feel like I'm getting a sore throat. What I was going to tell you, most of you know that the wife sells the Little Row women's clothing. And I'm up at her cabin right now. And we do sales of this clothing on Monday nights and Tuesday nights, and sometimes on Thursday nights. Well, we got to noticing that the crowd of people started declining big time. Well, we was having 30, 40, maybe 50 people in there buying. Now it's dropped down to we might have 6 or 9 people. Well, we done some investigating, and Facebook is really changing up a lot of stuff. And by 2020, a lot of their platform is going to surprise you of what they are getting ready to do. My channel is going to be a struggle. I know it's going to be a struggle. It has been from the beginning. Some people say they don't believe it, but I believe it's in the name. Patriot Catfishers of America, the 2 words Patriot and America, I believe it's fight me. With that being said, I heard Phil Moore's a good one too there, Junior. Facebook's getting ready to, where you know how we'll post up, go watch so-and-so on YouTube. They're getting ready to start punishing people for that. They're getting ready to try to stop this using their platform to advertise for YouTube. They will delete them, your post. They might even give you a warning. They will any very, very, very patriotic post like you see me do sometimes will be deemed as hate speech. So they're making some changes that is not going to be conducive for channels like mine. I'm going to keep fighting and doing everything I can do to keep from getting my channel shut down. That's why on Patriot Catfishers of America, that's why I keep politics out of the show. Irvin, you can't do it because when you do that with your phone, what happens is when you hotspot, it gives an IP address off your mobile device. What's up, Dana? So, and YouTube's getting ready to do some changes themselves. I don't think that they'll ever drop below 1,000 to be able to go live again. So we got to step up our game, guys. They're really pushing for YouTubers to do it full time. I think a lot of the stuff that they're getting ready to implement is going to hurt a lot of us smaller guys. So if we want to stay in the game, we got to step up our game. And I know that's hard, especially guys. I'm retired, but especially guys and gals that still work long hours, get to fish only once in a blue moon. That might be tough, you know. Yeah. So, you know, that might be very, very tough. One thing that, you know, like Kentucky Catman Outdoors, by him adding outdoors to his name, then that helps him a lot because he can do different things outdoor and incorporate it into his channel. Where by me adding Catfishers to my channel, then I'm pretty much restricted as to what content I can put. I mean, I can put any content up, but if you're putting up content and the videos are not being seen, then it can be a drag on your channel. A jetpack hotspot. I mean, dang, I never even thought about that, Irvin. Good night, Mr. Jim, Catfish and Hillbilly. We appreciate you and your wife coming in here, guy. I appreciate your support. Oh, I'm going to keep digging. I'm not giving it up. Yep. And like that other Facebook too, they was talking about that. And we sat and listened to a daggum 2.5 hour seminar. I mean, not seminar, but a webinar today about Facebook, was that if they deem that your product, your post is not getting the views and other things, then they could just delete your post. And same thing with what do you call that? Instagram. That the thumbs up and the loves and the likes and stuff on there, that stuff's getting ready to go away. They're trying to make it more personal, where if people are not commenting on your post or your pictures or whatever, I still don't use Instagram like I need to, then they can just delete it, get rid of it, and not give you an explanation as to why. And that's what I'm going to do, guys. You know, yes, I want the quality of the videos that I do to get better. I do. I want them to be more enjoyable by y'all that do support and watch my videos, and for new people that stumble across it and find them. With that being said, I still will show me tripping over rods. I still will show you real fishing. Whether I'm catching anything or not, I will still show you real, true American catfishing. Whether I stumble and fall or break a rod or the boat spins around and tangles up every freaking rod I got, I'm going to show that to you, because it might happen to you, and it probably has, and it probably will again. And by keeping it real, I think I keep a personal touch. But at the same time, is that hurting me? Is that hurting my channel by not trying to produce Hollywood quality videos? I just, Junior, thank you for coming in. I appreciate your support, my friend. I really do. Guys and gals, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in. I hope I didn't bore you too bad. But please do, guys, don't forget, if you want to be on the show, I will be having openings. There's Jordan Lear Outdoors. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. We're getting ready to shut this rascal down. And Lena, that's all I'm going to do. What y'all see is who I am. Every day, all day. I will keep bringing you nothing but truth. I will still keep y'all here as family, sometimes closer. And the only way to do that is be on a personal level. And I've not met a person in here that would not be welcome in my home. And that's the way I like to keep it. Yeah, I know as your channel grows, there's going to be people that's going to come in your show. There's going to be people that watch your videos. There's going to be people that like it. And there's going to be people to give you the thumbs down. But that's okay, too. That's life. We're not all expected to get along. We're not all expected to have the same ideas. That's what makes America great. But I do want to keep it as real as I can. Keep y'all in it, involved in it. And I want you all to feel that you're part of it. Even the Facebook page. Please post up pictures, guys, your videos, your catches. And I apologize. I know I've had to delete some posts. And usually I will message somebody or call them before I do. On my Facebook page, we do not advertise any kind of sales. We do not advertise the tournaments. The reason being, there are a lot of other channels for that already do that. Appreciate it, Dana. And I just want this channel to be basically a bragging board that you can come on here, post up your stuff, and not have to worry about harassment, not have to worry about people poking fun or giving you a hard time. If somebody comes on here and starts the drama with you or somebody else on this channel, I mean, not on this channel, but on the Facebook page, I get rid of them. First time. Second time, totally blocked. I will not allow it. That's not what the channel's for. But with that being said, guys and gals, didn't mean to get too about it. But I want to keep you involved in what's going on and what the show's headed towards. I do want to bring more of y'all in. So send me your names. Let me know. And if you want to be on the prize wheel with a DIY, Please also let me know that. My name is James Smith, Patriot James, 704-600-8369. Let me know. Love to have you in here, guys and gals. With that being said, let's call her a night, get some rest, hit it hard tomorrow. Patriot James, God bless America. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you on the water. Say goodnight, everybody.